Audio Jungle.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What is going on, you guys? Happy Monday. We are live, coming off a very powerful Sunday. I'm so excited. Thank you guys for those of you all who actually were able to participate and join the Grand Secrets Workshop. It was awesome. I think you guys asked a lot of great questions. Now, as promised, I told you guys I was going to give you a list of my top 10 grant websites. And I want you all to make sure that you check in the description, because I typed it all up in there for you, and I typed in there why, because this is going to be a complete game changer for you guys. So a couple takeaways from this. Number one, the reason why I tell people about grants and business lines of credit is because the biggest mistake most entrepreneurs make is they go out there and they buy these courses and they get coaches and they want to dive into doing these sales and making these deals, and they completely discard and forget that you should be a legitimate business and you should get funding. All right. You also need a plan. What is your operations plan, your marketing plan, your business plan? Like, do you know how you're going to run your business? And what are you going to do to make money before you actually close the deal? Like, those are questions that always pop in my mind as a coach when someone approaches me and they're like, "Hey, Joe, I need help. My business is not profitable." Or, "Hey, Joe, I'm struggling in my business." I ask them, like, "Well, where are you getting money from right now?" Like, don't say 9 to 5, because your 9 to 5 job, that's paying your current bills. That's maintaining your lifestyle. Your business is supposed to be an addition to, right? It's supposed to add to the value of your life. It's not supposed to drain you and take away from your life. All right. So I think people got it backwards, and they got it flipped, because we're really, really scared. And sometimes we doubt what we are capable of doing. And that's the problem. Your business can't survive without funds. Let's just get that out the way. Without funds, your business that cannot survive. So you jump into a business and you get yourself going, and you have no money. Now you start to pull from your retirement. Now you're starting to pull from your savings, and you think you're doing the right thing. And I get it, because I was there. I've done it before. Matter of fact, not too long ago, my wife, she and I were just discussing this ourselves, and we were talking about, like, a big investment we want to make, and she mentioned, "Oh, sure, I'll just pull from my retirement." I was like, "Whoa, oh, never." I'm like, "Time out. We don't do that. We don't touch the family's money ever." Okay. We can get the funds, whether it be through a grant or a business line of credit. You can get your business funded. You can get this grant money. You don't have to sit there and pull from your money ever again. Okay. But it's by instinct. And my wife, she knows these things, but it's just instinct. Like, the first thing popped in her mind is like, "Oh, well, easy pot of money to pull from." And I'm like, that's not what we do. We don't pull from our own money ever. We work too hard for that money. Where we pull from is we pull and we borrow other people's money. We leverage that to make us more money. I never pull money if I don't intend to use it. Because why? What, with the money just sitting there? No, I'm pulling money because I have a purpose and a use for this. And it's either going to buy me some real estate, it's going to help me with my business, like equipment or marketing needs. It's going to do something for my business. And I don't care if you think that, "Oh yeah, well, my business is one of those, like, low drag, like low overhead." It doesn't matter. You still need funding. Why don't you go and get yourself some stuff that can make you legitimate? Like, maybe get yourself a virtual business address at an actual, like, physical location, so you can get more money, right? Why don't you go ahead and get yourself, a business phone line, a website, become a legitimate business is what we need to work on. But you can't do that without funding. You can't get all the software and get all these great things. You can't hire a coach. You can't do all these things without funding. These are the things that's so important. I keep trying to explain to people, like, you got to think about, where's the money going to come from? How's this money going to flow to me? Now, what's equally as important as grants is positioning yourself and being able to get business funds by whatever, loans. I'm okay with loans, but a line of credit, I would prefer that. I want a line of credit. I want a revolving line of credit, to where when I use it and I pay it back, it's there for me to use again. Like, that's what I want. I want to be able to liquidate it. I want to be able to use that as cash if I want to. If I want to put it on a down payment on a home, I don't want nothing to stop me. So what's stopping me right now today from going out this week and going and getting $30,000 to $50,000? Nothing. There's nothing. I don't have to do a single sale today. And this week I can make 30 to 50K right now off of the things that I know how to do when it comes to getting business funding. All right. And then when it comes to grants, what's going to stop me from taking my one page my one-page grant game changer. And I told you guys in the workshop this past Sunday, for those of you guys that came, if you guys saw the workshop, I told you guys that one-page proposal right there, I can walk into a bank and I can get some money. I can get funds that I don't have to pay back with that one-page document right there. That's all I got to do. So if I go and I visit 20 banks, and let's say only 3 banks say yeah, that's still like anywhere between a couple hundred to a couple $1,000. That could be like a $2, $3, $4,000 week just by going and visiting banks and just saying, hey, I'm a new business. I got a purpose out here and I need funds. Do you have a community pot that I can pull from so my business can thrive? Because I'm part of this community. You guys get what I'm saying? Like, like there's no limit. You can keep visiting them every couple of months if you want to, every quarter, every other month. Doesn't matter. They don't put a limit to, matter of fact, you're going to create a relationship. Maybe you bring coffee to the branch manager. Maybe you learn their name, find out like what they like. Bring them a little gift and say, hey, I'm back. You guys got any money? I'm back. Here's another letter. I got something else going on. Big fundraiser for my business. I want you to be part of it. I want you to sponsor me. You guys get. So what I'm saying is you got to stop looking at your business as being a side hustle. See, side hustlers, they are just that. They just hustle, right? They make a little bit of money here and then they move on to the next thing. They make a little money there, they move on to the next thing. Now they're part of some MLM over there, then they move on to the next thing. And I'm saying when you're running a legitimate business that's actually going to bring you generational wealth, you got to play it right. You got to do it the right way. You go all in. You go out there, you get the funding that you need, you get the equipment that you need, and then set yourself up for success versus trying to duct tape yourself together and hoping that those wings on that plane you built, you're hoping that they stay through the whole flight. But all the while you use some duct tape and on the other side you use scotch tape and you're like, I hope I piece this together the right way. That's why I built a whole digital course, because I wanted everyone to understand, like, look, let's just put it together. Let's bring all this noise. Let's bring it all in together. And then let's start talking about where to get the funding and how to get funded and why people fund you. There's a lot to go over. And a lot of times I know people get stuck on the part like, well, how do I talk about my mission, my vision, and my goals? Well, guys, it just takes a little bit of practice. It takes you giving your proposal to somebody that maybe done this before and's been in your shoes, and they can actually scan it over, read it over, and be like, okay, hey, I would change this, this, and that. I explained in the workshop that we did on Sunday, I can write down mission and vision and goals, but maybe the way I word it may not be dressed as great as it should. So I have a copywriter who I'm like, hey, I need you to take a look at this, make it make sense for the other reader, right? It makes sense to me, but make it make sense to the rest of the world. And that's what she does. She reconstructs what I write, and then she puts it on paper. And now I'm going or knocking down every bank's door. I'm going out to every private lender that I can find that I'm aware of. And I do that because it changes the game for my business when it comes to getting the funds that I need. I see we got a couple comments coming in. Let's see who it is. All right, this one says banks give grants. Absolutely. You guys want to see? Can I show you guys a quick grant real quick? I'm going over here. I'm just having a great Monday this morning. I just got some great news. Let me show you guys a go to Wells Fargo, shall we? I'm gonna go to Wells Fargo. I'm gonna share my screen if that's okay with you guys. All right. And then if you missed Sunday, I put in the description the replay. You can go and watch the replay. I actually part of the bonus of the workshop that I did on Sunday was I gave away my template for the one-page game changer. That's going to change the game for you. And if you follow my template that I provided, then you will be able to go and get yourself money like right away. This exact template that I gave at the workshop, I dropped it off at a bank last week. And the branch manager called me that later that same day and said, Mr. Green, just give me a call, letting you know that we got you approved for $500. And it's a small bank. It was a small, small. Like, I don't know if 20 people can fit in that bank, but they got me $500. And then what I'm going to show you guys right now, I'm going to show you guys let me just go ahead and delete my personal information so you guys will see my banking info. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. I just want to show you guys how banks over here. Let me see if I can find it for you. All right. So right here, this is the Wells Fargo banking right here. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a quick, let's just do a little search bar. When you can't find something, we search it, right? Let me just type in grant. Grants, one moment. Community giving. This is Wells Fargo. Community giving, corporate social responsibility. So let's go ahead and check it out. So right here, Wells Fargo's committed to building an inclusive, sustainable future for all through a focus on opening pathways to economic advancement, champion quality, affordable homes, empowering small businesses. If you guys fall under the title small businesses, this grant is for you. This is Wells Fargo, guys. You guys thought banks is where you just go stuff your money. Banks are not meant to hold money. They're there for currency to move, to pass through, in and out. That's what a bank is for. You let your money stay in insurance policies and real estate. That's where you put your money, let it sit and mature. You don't let your money sit in a bank. If that's what you're doing, you're playing the game wrong. Majority of my cash is credit. All right. It's credit through my bank. When I get money and it's excess, it's profits, I put it in a real estate deal or I put it in an insurance policy. All right. And if I ever want money, if I ever need to pull up money and if I need to get a loan for myself, like $100,000, $200,000, I can go to my insurance policy and I can pull $100,000 and I can just pay it back. I can just pay it back over time and I'm fine. Okay. But I'm making sure anytime I pull money is because it's going to make me even more money. All right. So right over here, this is the grant interest form right there. They got priorities. So they got the national priorities list. And all you're going to do is you're going to register right there. Now, before I go and do that real quick, let me go back. I'm going to show you guys something. Okay, so they say prior to completing the form, please review our national priorities and grant process. So if I click on national priorities right here, this is like what they're talking about. All right, the priorities, financial health. All right, we're opening pathways to economic advancement for racially and ethnically diverse and low and moderate income individuals. So what's a low and a moderate income individual? That is an individual who's making under $250,000. I'm going to give you guys some free game, and this is going to blow your mind. I'm going to give you some free game right now. I'm not charging you a dime, okay? So what you need to do, I need you to go to the Small Business Administration website, sba.gov. Go there, go get yourself certified as a economically disadvantaged business. If you're a woman, you should be a woman-owned economically disadvantaged business, okay? Just get certified. Just go ahead and take care of that stuff. Then you're going to come back here and then you're going to apply. And then after you apply, I want you to go ahead and I want you to contact this email because they gave it to you. Why not? It's for philanthropy, right? So they want to help you because you are a moderate income individual and family through programs that increase financial inclusion and access and reduce debt, drive savings and wealth building behavior. Okay, so guys, why would you not? If you're not making $250,000, why aren't you doing this? And if you are making $250,000, why are you on my channel? I'm just kidding. Unless you're trying to buy me out. All right, housing affordability, small business growth. Okay, sustainability. These are the categories that they care about. And if you can tailor your one-page grant game changer to fall in line with one of these right here, I promise you, it's going to change your life. Okay. But you got to go ahead and you got to make the time to do it. Maybe this is the only thing that you do today for your business. And then tomorrow you go to Chase, JP Morgan, right? You know, you go ahead and you take care of them. Bank of America, Home Depot, Lowe's. Guys, I can run this list all day long. I can tell you guys where to find money. But that's why I made a digital program, because obviously I don't got all the time in the world to sit here and just talk about these things and try to drill it in your head, because then you got to try to remember it. Then you're going to be like, what did he say again? And then you're going to lose my post because I'm going to post like 10 times on top of this video. So that's why I'm creating a course. It's launching 1 May. Now on Sunday, I think we had about like, I don't know, 20 people for the call. And I think about half of them got the early bird special. That deal is available for another, I don't know, day or two for the early bird special that I have for that course. And literally, what are you going to learn? You're going to learn how to get grants. You're going to learn how I get funded, how I am going to go out this week. And I'm going to go get myself anywhere between $20,000 and $30,000 in business credit. Okay. And that money I'm going to use, I'm going to liquidate it. I'm going to basically transfer that money into cash. I'm going to take that cash. I'm going to go put it into like an investment home, a down payment for an investment home. All right. That's what I'm going to do. And that investment home, what's going to happen? I'm only going to have to pay 1% of what's due, right? 1% of the total money that I spent. I'm paying 1%. I got a 0% interest line of credit from these banks. So now I'm paying 1%. And then when I refinance that home that I'm going to buy, because it's my investment house, I'm going to refinance it in 4 to 5 months, maybe 6 tops, refinance it. I'm going to pay off my debt in full. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some money in my pocket, and I'm going to ask the bank for more money. I'm going to say, hey, can you make that 20,000? Can you make that 40? Can you make that 60? And you just keep repeating the process. You guys, the thing is, some people are scared of doing business with cash because we never had that much money in cash flow. Other people understand that in order to get money, right, you got to spend money, but no one ever said you got to spend your own money. No one ever said your money. They just said money in general. So why not use other people's money? Why not get grant money? Why not get that funds so you can fund your dreams in your business? What I'm telling you right now is if you're too scared to go out there and invest in your business, even if you're using other people's money, you go there and you swipe the card, you're afraid. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't have enough time to go apply for a grant, so that's money you don't have to pay back and get that cash flow coming in. I don't know what to tell you. You shouldn't be in business. You should stay in your cubicle and work your W-2 job. And that's not a backhanded comment. That's just being real. That's just me being transparent with you, saying, just do what's comfortable for you. You never have time. You're not willing to make time. You're more willing to make excuses than to make time. You're more willing to hold on to cash for dear life because you think that you're never going to get money again. And me, I'm like, how much is left on my credit card? I'm going to invest in that. I want that. And I go get it. I'll go get it. I'll go pay for education. I'll go pay to learn something that's going to make me a ton of money. I've had a college education. I got my master's degree. I got my bachelor's and I got my master's degree. Over $70,000 worth of schooling, and it did nothing for me. Nothing. I went and hired a coach for $20,000. $20,000. I hired a coach, and I made more money than I could ever dream of by myself. You know, I had another coach after him. He was $25,000. Same thing. Taught me how to make a lot of money. I had a month where I made $50,000 because one coach, he taught me one simple little trick to my business, one little twist to everything. And all of a sudden, boom, I went from making like 18, 19K months to $50,000 in a month. And I was like, holy crap. You know, so like to me, that type of education is important. I can't do it if I don't have any money. If I don't have any money, my business can't grow. I can't grow. And then the business doesn't survive. So what I'm saying is it's really important. That's why I told everybody when I started doing these videos about grants and people started asking questions, I got excited because I understood some people are ready for change. Some people are ready to go to the next level. Others, maybe not so much. But I'm showing you right here. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm showing you Wells Fargo's community site right here, community giving. I'm showing you right here. And then I could show you guys another one, you know, but I think you guys get the picture, right? I think you guys understand that it's not hard to find the grants. It's hard to make the time. That's the problem. You might need someone in your corner to push you, or you might just need someone to do it for you. I don't know. I don't know what the case may be, but if you guys do need help and you're like, I know I can't do it, I don't have the bandwidth, I am spread too thin, and I'm willing to invest to actually get someone to do it for me, then all you got to do is reach out to me and I can let you know what my program can do for you. Okay. Because we have digital courses and I actually have a team that does this for me. They help me. I don't have time either. Well, I have time. I just got better things to do with my time versus search for grants all day long. You know, I love them. So I'm willing to invest in someone to go find them for me, apply for me, and I sit back and reap the benefits of it. I just basically direct the traffic is what I do. And I want you guys to start thinking about that with your business. In the beginning, you got to roll your sleeves up and you got to get your hands dirty a little bit. You got to learn and apply. Okay. So invest in your learning, apply what you learned. And then when you start making money, you go hire a team, you teach them what you know, and then you let them do it for you so you can grow your business in other areas while they're scaling your business through the financing part. It's worth it to have a person, part-time or full-time, getting you cash. It's worth it. It's worth your time. It's worth your finances to go ahead and let someone do it for you. Another little hint, guys. When I went to Wells Fargo, I talked to the branch manager. She told me, when you submit this, she's like, I want you to email me. She said, I want you to email me so I can call the person who's in charge of this program, and I'm going to tell them to pull your file so we can get you paid faster. You know, like how awesome is that? How awesome of a blessing is it to actually have that kind of ability to have a branch manager? Because we had a great conversation. I went to the bank, you guys. I didn't just fill these things out and just sat back and twiddle my thumbs and I'm praying that they give me money. No, I'm going to go meet you. I'm going to go talk to you. I want you to know about my business. Maybe you don't understand how awesome my business is. So let me go explain this to you, because ultimately I want you to fund my dreams so I can go change lives. And I put in the description, I put all the grants, everything you guys need to know, all that is there. From Grant Watch, which is an excellent source, grants.gov, another great source. It has thousands of grants. You got the Foundation Directory online. That's another good one. Guide Star. You got the Chronicle of Philanthropy. You got Grant Station. That's becoming one of my new favorite ones right there. You got Grant Gopher. You got the Idealist. You got the Council on Foundations. And then you got state and local government websites like the California Grants. Guys, I'm in California. It's a great place to look for grants. It's a great place. But I can sit here and talk your ear off all day long, or you guys can go take action and actually make this happen. And don't be afraid to come into my world and to learn these things that I'm teaching and I'm showing, because could be the difference of you barely making it to, oh my God, life is good. Now you're on the beaches of Jamaica making money, and your whole vacation is paid for because you actually invested in a course that taught you how to do these things and take advantage of what's allowed through the tax code. You take advantage of what's allowed through the banks. And you took advantage of what's allowed through grants, and then you completely funded your business. Now all of a sudden, finance is not a worry. That's the least thing you got to worry about. I'm just saying, guys, and put it out there. So, anyways, speaking of grants, speaking of money, I got to go ahead. I'm going to cut out. I got things to do. I got a big, big day coming up. I want you guys to have an awesome, awesome Monday. I know I come on live, usually on Fridays, but I want to come on today because Sunday was so powerful and it was so good. So many great questions, so many great interactions, all that there. So if you guys missed it, I put the link for you guys to go watch the replay. If you caught it, that's awesome. I hope you got the course. I know half the people got the course on the early bird. So that's awesome. That means half the people are going to freaking become six-figure earners, while the other half are going to be duct taping themselves to success, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, one last question over here. Looking for the link for Sunday. Right in the description. I put in description. I put the link. If not, what I'll do, I'll reply in the comment section. I'll get you the link for you. All right. But yeah, it was a great workshop. And then get the early bird digital course because it releases 1 May. 1 May, and man, I can't wait. But anyways, a lot of gold we're gonna be dropping for you guys. All right. But until then, you guys, I'm gonna cut out. I will see you guys later.